Hey guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel. It is time for some March favorites. This month I have kind of a smaller group of core favorites. I've been trying a lot. You'll notice from all the reviews that have been going up this month, been trying a lot of products, and while I've liked a lot of them, I haven't gotten to use most of them long enough for them to have earned favorite status. So for now, this is kind of a more condensed cluster of products, but they're great products nonetheless. So let's first start off with some body products. These are self-tanner. It's March. I'm sure I'm not alone in here where, especially for those in the Midwest, it's like the never-ending month because the weather teases you with like 70-degree days and then snowy 30, 20-degree days. It's the worst. And so I just put myself in the spring mindset with some self-tanner. And I feel like I try a different self-tanner every year. This one that I'm going to talk about is from Zen Tan. This too, actually, this is their long-wearing weekly self-tan that I use head to toe. And then the other one is their daily self-tanner. And this is actually for an instant bronze, but it doesn't last all week quite like this one does. And for reference, by the way, this is in dark and medium dark. The brand actually sent me both of these and they came with an application mitt as well as these back applicators. I really am just including these in the favorites. These I could take or leave. I don't really have a problem applying this on my back, but all of these are exclusively available in a kit for Costco, but like I said, I really am stuck on these three. But when they sent these, I saw dark and medium dark and thought I was for sure going to be way too overly bronzed. I wasn't. It develops really nicely. First, it's kind of like a lotion consistency, sort of like Jergens, but what I like about it over Jergens is that the bronze is more intense. With Jergens, I found I had to really layer it up. It took multiple days to kind of build the tan I wanted, and then the second I stopped using it, it just came off instantly in the shower, in the pool, whenever I got the slightest bit wet, exercising, running, yoga, all that kind of stuff, it just kind of came off. This is way more durable, way more long lasting, and the bronze is more intense. The other reason I really like the lotion format over a spray or a mousse or a towel is because it has that built-in moisture aspect. With the other, not to say there aren't other great tanners out there that come in a different medium, I guess, but with those, you not only have to exfoliate, which I do with this, but you also have to moisturize beforehand, especially, and I concentrate on like my elbows and my knees, kind of that thicker, coarser skin that you can expect excess pigment to build up on. But because this has the 2-in-1 moisture and tan, I have yet to have any kind of buildup like that on my elbows or knees or any of those rough patchy spots that you might have that tends to need a little bit of extra moisture because it's all in one. So the way I like to use these is, obviously this is once a week, most of the time actually once every 2 weeks because it wears off really naturally. It doesn't look all that patchy. The one exception is if you like to work out like with tennis shoes and stuff, because I have done hot yoga using this and it stays on like crazy. I was really surprised because like I said, with Jergens, that kind of lotion format, I can just watch it pool off of me and like there's my lotion on the yoga mat. That didn't happen with this, so that was awesome. But if you do exercise with like socks, shoes, anything that really hugs tightly to your skin, that is where I notice the most wear and tear, is right at my ankle line. So that is where I then go in with this instant bronzer at my face where I'm exfoliating the most, and right in those areas that I'll see wear and tear from exercise, I will go in with this and just to get that instant bronze and even everything out. But for the most part, this I do, like I said, once a week, once every other week, because it wears away so gradually, you don't notice until you kind of look in the mirror one day and you're like, I look really pale, I gotta get back to that. So you don't have to worry about splotchiness. And then like I said, they do have an application mitt. I'm not sure if these are available individually, but I really recommend using it because it just makes application that much easier. The one thing I will say about their mitt though is the first time I used it, it shed all over me like crazy. So I would give it a good rinsing. Just rinse it in your sink, kind of squeegee it out a little bit, let it dry, and then go in and use it, because the first time I saw it, I didn't know if the tanner was pilling up on me because the fibers are brown here. I just didn't know what was happening. So give it a good wash because the felt or whatever this fiber is does come off with the first go round. But after that, it's awesome. And I definitely prefer the mitt format over using your hands where you kind of have to worry about your hands staining or anything like that. I feel like I just spent forever and a day talking about self-tanner, but like I said, it's a small pool of products this month, so we should breeze right through these. The next product is one I recently did a review and demo of. It's the Mascara 3D Foundation Palette. Now this is a product that is new to me within the month, but I have been using it so much and so regularly that it had to make it in the favorites, not only because it performs so spectacularly, but because it is so unique, as you'll see from what I explain, as well as in the review, which I really hope you guys go check out if you're interested. So basically, this is an all-in-one face palette. It does your foundation, sometimes concealer if you don't have a whole lot to conceal, your contour, your highlight, and your blush. As you can see, with just 4 pans of cream product. Here you have a matte contour shade, a matte highlight shade, an illuminator shade with a pearlescent and dewy finish, and then a blush shade here that also has kind of a dewier finish. Basically, I'll let you watch the video for a full demo of how I apply these, but using just these 4 products, you get an entire face. I recently traveled for a week and this is all I took. I didn't take any blushes, any foundation, contour, highlight. This was it. I did take a concealer because depending on the day, the allergy, the circumstances, I could have dark circles like you've never seen. So I did take a concealer just in case, but I didn't always use it. So I thought that was a real testament to just how far this palette could go. I feel like I really put it through the ringer, and so it definitely deserved to be in this month's favorites video. So go check out that video if you want to learn more about it. Next up is a product you will have seen in I think 2 different tutorials this month, which is saying something because I don't put a whole lot of tutorials out each month. They are the LA Splash Smitten Lip Tints, and these are liquid mousse lipsticks, if that makes any sense. Obviously they are a more liquidy consistency, but they apply kind of like a soft mousse. They dry down immediately, and these suckers don't move for anything. I've been putting a lot of liquid lipsticks to the test this month. I plan on having a comparison out, but I'm running so behind on my comparisons because I kind of keep accruing more as I find them and want to make sure it's as comprehensive as possible. So I think it's coming. Hopefully it's soon, but don't hold your breath. Bottom line is, I've been putting a lot of these to the test, and these are some of my favorites because they are so lightweight, they don't dehydrate your lips, and they're so long lasting, and they're very flattering. What I found from other kind of truly liquid lipsticks is that they can come off streaky depending on the shade, the formula, all that kind of stuff. I have tried, there are a ton of different shades of these. The one that I've really been loving is Charm, but the red that I haven't used in a video, I think I have worn in a video, but I haven't used in a tutorial, this is Hypnotized, and there are also some fun, funky deep navy blues, deep hunter greens, lots of different shades in this line, and all of them apply just as beautifully as the next. No streaking, no nothing, and they wear beautifully too. And the last product is perfume. Kind of like I'm getting in the self-tanner spring mode, I have been switching over my perfumes. I went back to an old favorite. This is Harvey Prince's Yogini. I actually came across this or received it in one of my first ever Birch boxes, and it was one of those that I absolutely loved, built up my points, purchased a full size as well as a travel size. So I have a bigger bottle, but like I said, I've been traveling, so this is the one that I've been carrying around, and as you can see, I have been doing some serious work on it. The reason that I like this to go into spring and summer is because it has kind of those heavier, spicier notes that I love to wear during fall and winter, but there's something very sweet and almost like slightly floral about it to make that transition into spring. So, and the size is just perfect for throwing it in your bag, take it on the go, and not having to worry about it breaking like you would a big bottle or leaking like sometimes those little tiny bottles do. They leak all over my purse, which makes my purse smell fantastic, but once it happens a few times, it's a little overwhelming. So have been loving Harvey Prince's Yogini. Those are all of my favorites for the month of March. Like I said, kind of a small collection of products, but what are you gonna do? I would love to hear what your favorites have been for the past month. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.